India has a shortage of over 1 million skilled cybersecurity professionals. Not a shortage of jobs, a shortage of people who can do them. If you're wondering whether cybersecurity is a smart field to study in India right now, here are the numbers that answer that question. No hype, just data. India's cybersecurity workforce shortage is estimated at over 1 million professionals, with some industry reports putting the shortfall closer to 1.5 million when accounting for specialized roles. Against that demand, India currently has an estimated 80,000 qualified cybersecurity experts, meaning the vast majority of demand is still unmet. Roughly 95% of firms globally report cybersecurity skill gaps in their teams. According to industry surveys, this isn't a uniquely Indian problem, but India's scale makes the opportunity uniquely large. Cybersecurity job openings in India grew by roughly 33% between 2025 and 2026, a rapid acceleration compared to most other tech fields. India's cybersecurity market itself is projected to be worth close to 280 billion by 2025, growing at around 18% per year. Around 93% of Indian companies report they are increasing their cybersecurity budgets, with 17% planning increases of 15% or more. This isn't demand created out of nowhere. It's driven directly by what's happening on the ground. India recorded close to 3 million cybersecurity incidents in 2025 alone, and that number is projected to keep climbing. As Indian companies migrate to the cloud, adopt AI tools, and expand digital banking and e-commerce, each of those shifts creates new attack surface and new hiring need behind it. The sectors hiring hardest include BFSI banking, financial services, insurance, IT services, telecom, healthcare, e-commerce, and manufacturing. In other words, nearly every major sector of the Indian economy, not just tech companies. India's push toward becoming a global capability center, GCC, hub, where multinational companies set up in-house tech and security teams in India rather than outsourcing, is a major structural driver. India has shifted from being seen primarily as an outsourcing base to a genuine hiring and decision-making hub for cybersecurity work. Bengaluru, Hyderabad, and Pune are India's top cybersecurity hiring hotspots, together accounting for more than 60% of cybersecurity job vacancies in the country. Money isn't everything, but it matters. So here's what the data actually shows, not what recruiters promise. Entry-level roles: SOC analyst, junior security analyst, typically 4 to 10 lakh per annum, LPA. Depending on location, certifications, and hands-on skill, Glassdoor reported averages cluster around 6 to 6.5 LPA. Penetration testers, a specialized and in-demand role, often start higher, reported ranges of 7 to 12 LPA, with some sources citing entry averages near 11.8 LPA. Mid-level professionals, 3 to 5 years experience. Certifications like CISSP or CCNP security, commonly reported in the 15 to 35 LPA range. Senior leadership roles, like a Chief Information Security Officer, CISO, can range from 60 lakh to 2 crore, depending on company size and scope. One consistent finding across sources: candidates with hands-on practical project experience, labs real vulnerability assessments, GitHub documented work are reported to earn 20 to 40% more than those with only theoretical certification. Knowledge, a signal that's directly relevant to how you should plan your learning path, covered in Part 3. Unlike some tech roles facing disruption from AI automation, cybersecurity work is, in several industry analyses, described as becoming more complex and more human-dependent, precisely because attackers are also using AI, which raises the sophistication needed to defend against them. AI is changing the nature of the work, automating routine threat detection, but this is shifting analyst roles toward higher-level judgment, incident response, and strategy rather than eliminating the need for skilled people. This matters for anyone choosing the field of study today. Cybersecurity is one of the few tech-adjacent fields where the current data suggests demand keeps compounding, rather than shrinking as AI tools mature. Unlike some tech roles facing disruption from AI automation, cybersecurity work is, in several industry analyses, described as becoming more complex and more human-dependent, precisely because attackers are also using AI, which raises the sophistication needed to defend against them. AI is changing the nature of the work, automating routine threat detection, but this is shifting analyst roles toward higher-level judgment, incident response, and strategy rather than eliminating the need for skilled people. This matters for anyone choosing the field of study today. Cybersecurity is one of the few tech-adjacent fields where the current data suggests demand keeps compounding, rather than shrinking as AI tools mature. So the case for cybersecurity in India comes down to three things the data actually backs up: a demand gap in the millions, salaries that reward real skill over paper qualifications, and a field that's growing rather than shrinking as AI reshapes the rest of the tech industry. But demand alone doesn't get you hired. Where and how you learn matters just as much. In Part 2, we're going to look at the institutions and courses in India actually producing job-ready cybersecurity graduates, and which ones are worth your time and money.